Hey, hello, I'm Kråkan, also known as Kråkan, and welcome to Yacc, yet another Crowcast where I pick a game I played for a week and then I talk about it. This week's game is Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels for the Super Nintendo. It was released in 1993 and I played it via the All-Stars collection, developed by Nintendo R&D 4 and published by Nintendo. And also, there'll be spoilers up ahead, just so you know, but first a little backstory. So I didn't know what to play this week and I wasn't planning on playing another Mario game, but I did. So a little bit of backstory about this game. So this game was deemed too hard for the American audience, so it wasn't released until the Super Nintendo game Mario All-Stars. When you start the game, you get a splash screen and then you can select between Mario or Luigi, or as Nils and Alex would say, Green Mario. Green Mario jumps higher and it feels a little bit more floaty, and he's constantly on ice. And Mario, well, he feels like Mario, like normal. So when you start up the game, you have 5 lives and 400 seconds on a timer counting down, and the control is just like Super Mario Bros. But there are more enemies, more difficult jumps, and the enemy placements are terrible at times, and that's just the first level I'm talking about. The power-ups are the same as in Super Mario Bros. With one exception. So you have the mushroom, you have the fire flower, you have the star, and the 1-up. The exception is the poisonous mushroom, which will hurt Mario or straight up kill him. The second level is the classic underground themed level, and you can't beat this one if you are Big Mario and don't know the run and crouch mechanic. There's a little section you have to pass through, and if you don't know this Kaizo Mario technique, then you're screwed. So the third level is platforming from hell, and I'm not joking about that. You need to build up momentum to make some jumps, but the enemies are just in the wrong place all the time. It would have been nice to have the raccoon's tail or the cape here, but sadly that's not the case. So I knew right there and then that I would not beat this game. And then it's time for Bowser's Castle. So this level is very short, but it has a lot of spinning fire ropes. So it's just like the classical Super Mario trope. You go through the level, you jump at the axe at the end and send the Bowser down into the lava, and then you get the line from Toad saying, "Sorry, your princess is another castle," and then you move on. And now it's time for level 2-1, so a lot of jumping Koopas with wings, jumping over piranhas, and jumping over large bodies of water, which led to my death countless times. So I couldn't finish more than this week, and this game is just too hard for me, period. I didn't even get to the strange springs, and I didn't even get to the part of the game where you need to actually do jumps with the wind, and if the wind is against you, you'll die. So I don't know, this game was frustrating and too much for me. So gameplay, go through the levels, beat Bowser, save Princess Toadstool, and just like Super Mario Bros. Control the D-pad is movement, X and Y is run, A and B is jump. Start brings up the pause menu, and with the options of continue save, or save continue I should say, and save and quit. Graphics. So the graphics on the Super Nintendo All-Stars version has the same graphics as the Super Mario game. The only difference, if we're talking about other versions, is that the NES version of Lost Levels has different graphics, with a lot of objects having mouths and looking happier for some reason. Sound and music. Koji Kondo made the soundtrack for this game, and it's more or less the same as Super Mario Bros, except for one song I think, and that's the title theme. Easter egg secrets and glitches. I watched a speedrun by Sarah Doc where warp pipes were used, and the game was beaten within 8 minutes and 9 seconds, which is kind of crazy. And it's amazing to see someone dedicate a practice run and having a lot of patience, because they just breeze, or this person just breezed through the game, and I'm like, I can't even do. I'm afraid to run because that will kill me, and this person has no fear and just run through it. I don't think it was a tool-assisted speedrun, but yeah, still was very impressive. So in conclusion, I wrote no, play the original one instead. So this game was made to be harder than the original Super Mario Bros. And I mean, sure, you can save in the game, in the All-Stars version at least, but you're gonna die a lot and over and over and over again. So I didn't have a fun time this week at all. I could, however, recommend this game to someone that's into the whole Kaizo Mario genre. Otherwise, play the original or something else entirely. So anyway, thanks for listening and or watching, and take care.